You want to start it off?
Yes, so Sister Marcia, I want to congratulate you on your award.
Well, thank you so much. I owe it all to my fans. I give thanks that the Almighty God has preserved me. But what would I be without the fans supporting me?
This is right. We'll ask you to maybe hold it closer just in case, because you never know, right?
Yeah.
So welcome to the Mix Up Show.
Yes, we're broadcasting live.
Yes.
So we will have a few people that will have questions.
Really?
Yes. But don't worry. We'll make sure we'll if they ask anything weird, we won't let them ask that.
If it's weird, I'm ready.
Really? You're ready? You know what? Honestly, 60 years in the game, I'm sure you have seen it all. You know?
I've been there, done that. I've seen it all.
Yes, I can imagine. So I'm going to ask you, how did you start out? In 60 years ago, what made you decide I'm going to sing as long as I live?
Well, I never had that decision until I had no vision, first of all, when I started that I would have been here 16 years after. But the decision came about when I started working with Bob Marley. I met him in the 60s. And when I saw how serious this man took the music, that's what opened my eyes to realize that the music was not just entertainment.
Yes.
It was a responsibility, a serious business.
Yes.
And that's when I thought deep that many are called, but few are chosen.
Yes.
And the music is life. And I had no doubt that Bob Marley was one of the chosen people.
Wow.
He was like God sent.
Wow. What was it about him that made you see that in him?
He was just different. And it was just an automatic, natural thing. You know, I watched 500 people the first time we went out. And I watched 5,000, 10,000, 100,000.
Wow.
And just a multitude of people just came to hear this man, and none of them speaking.
Wow.
But it was that energy and that positive vibration that, because he was truly sent by God, I know that, without any apology.
Yes.
So I knew that I'm glad I gave him flowers while he was alive.
Oh, I love that.
I knew who he was.
Yes.
Everything about him was just totally different.
Wow.
And it wasn't about money. He wasn't there for money. He was there for the people, to send the message, to teach, to educate, and to uplift.
Yes. Do you want to start for your neck? You're trying to protect your throat, right?
Protect my throat.
I'm going to get you a kerchief, okay? You're okay? Okay. All right. So before we get any further into Bob Marley, I want to ask you about the I3s. So it was you, Judy Moet, and of course, oh my God, Rita Marley.
Yeah.
But her brain, oh my goodness, Rita, I'm so sorry, no disrespect. My brain is just,
She's a little giddy.
I'm a little giddy right now, okay? So please forgive me. But I have to give you your flowers while I'm sitting beside you, because people don't talk about the way that you three really rocked Could You Be Loved. The way that you rocked, like you made it, you were delivering a message, but you made it sexy and you made it sassy at the same time. And you really made that song for me.
Well, you know, when you say that, it reminds me that when we were on tour and Bob has to do encore, whether one encore or two, he would turn to us first and say, what I3 said. And if I3 said no, he's not going back on his own.
Wow. So you really helped. So you know how they say behind every man is a great woman.
That's
He had
right.
3 great women behind him.
Definitely.
Wow. Do you find that you three kind of protected Bob? Like,
Yes. He definitely did. He looked to us not only as singers or his 3 little birds, but as his guidance and his protectors.
wow.
And this brings me to say to you tonight that the very first time that they separated us, meaning that we were all usually staying 1 to 10.
Yeah.
And the first time they separated us in New York, after the Maddest show,
Yeah.
that was when I think the devil just came in and conquered.
Wow.
But that was the first time they had us in a different hotel from where Bob was.
Yeah.
So we were there to see what was going on.
Oh.
Everything just started going down.
So do you think that that was okay? I probably won't get into the controversy of the toe and the the things with the toe. We'll leave the toe alone, right? But do you think that it was around like when you were separated that these are the things that transpired?
This was the first time they separated us.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. But I really wanted to make sure that you got your flowers for that aspect of your life and for sticking it out because I know it couldn't have been easy, especially after he gets shot and you're like, wait a minute, is my life on the line here now? And all of that stuff and that history. Like you carry a beautiful history and we have to respect you and love you for your legacy. So thank you for your legacy.
Yes, yes.
Well, I thank you too for your support.
And for me, I wanted to say, I'm living in Canada now, but when I started off, just a little tiny thing. I learned that my grandmother used to always play Dreamland. So whenever I hear that song, it always just brings back something. Yeah, so I thank you so much. You've touched so many people. Me, one of them. And I'm able to sit here again.
Yes.
Well, that is one of the reasons why I continue to give God thanks because when I was a young girl, my wish was to be of service to mankind. I wanted to do everything for people.
Yeah.
And God could not have chosen a better position for me to be here, touching souls through the medium of music, which no doctor in the universe.
Yes. Yes. So
I'm thankful.
So speaking of the music, what is your favorite? I mean, I know you're known for the rockers and everything, but what is your favorite type of music to sing?
Well, funny, I started out doing ballads, soul music, because
Yes.
in Jamaica, in my time when I was coming up in the 60s, we were influenced by American music and American singers. So my inspirations was Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Dionne Warwick,
Yeah. Okay.
So I started out doing ballads, soul music, and I still do. But I mean, I identify with reggae music right now.
Yeah. I got.
You're large catalog now.
Yeah, I know your catalog is so huge. Like, how do you choose what to perform?
Well, I do a variety because you never can tell who is in the audience.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll do some Nancy Wilson and people love it.
Yes.
And the other thing that I'm so delighted to see, that you can still move. I'm hoping, and I'm afraid that I can still move like you.
Yeah. I mean, you look amazing.
Here, you see, age, that's just a number because I don't think about age. I still dance and I go to I exercise every day.
Right, right.
So, age is just a number.
I get it. I get it. I'm going to see what questions we have from our audience as they're watching us live. So one question is, what is your favorite country or island to visit?
Wow, I've been to so many that there are so many places that I really do love. But the Caribbean is my favorite.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
I remember when I used to tour in Europe with Bob, and he used to complain that every year we are going into Europe with, not anything is wrong, but
Yeah.
he wanted to go into Caribbean with his people.
Yes.
And trust me, it is such a sad thing when I think about how he never had the opportunity to do it.
Wow. That's actually really ironic, that he never had that chance to, because he had all of these big tours overseas and wasn't able to.
Yeah. The first time he went into New York with the Madison, that's when the doors of America was open to him. And that's when he fell ill.
Yes, that's right. I think it was the Rolling Stones.
Commodores.
Commodores. Yes. Yes. And then another question that we had is, who is your favorite artist to work with and why? I mean, I think that might get you in trouble. It's a mix-up show. They're trying to mix you.
It's not easy because in my 60 years journey, I've collaborated with 50 artists.
Wow.
50. But I love working with Barry Someone.
I hear.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Freddie McGregor is another favorite of mine.
Yes. Because they have that energy about them, right?
But Barry and myself have as a chemistry.
Yes. 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 And it definitely shows itself in the music, you know? So I have another question for you. 60 years in the game. Do you feel like now I've done it all and
No.
that's it?
Never. That's why I say I shall sing as long as I live. As long as God preserve me and I know that I have the ability to go on a stage and present myself in a positive way to my audience, I've never done it all.
I love it.
Sky is the limit.
I love it.
All right, we've been told to wrap it up.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. So again, it's an honor.
Well, so much things to say, but
Yeah.
so little time.
A little time.